Hey my lovelies and welcome back to Bex Square Gaming. I am Scottish Bex. It's time for more Ship Graveyard Simulator 2. We are now going on to the new DLC of the submarines. It's not new, but as in it's new for me. So that's the new one we're going into. We have just finished the Steel Giants. We've already done the warships, so now we're going on to the submarines. This should be the first ship in that. I think it's going to be slightly smaller. I have no idea what this is going to bring. The last ship we did was an absolute cracker. So let's see how this one goes. That's right, I upgraded my hut, didn't I? It's now got 2 doors. Yeah, well, right, anyway, so let's go on. So we've got, yeah, the last one we did, which really taxed my computer, was that one. And it was a beaut, which I'm absolutely dreading what the big ones. Now, not from their size for me, I will love that. For my poor baby, I don't know whether she can take it. In the meantime, we're going on to the I-400. So, a Japanese submarine. Does that mean to be a 1 or an I? I don't know. From the Second World War, one of the world's 3 largest submarines operating during World War II. The ship was equipped with a deck, aviation, and snorkels, allowing it to float submerged using an internal combustion engine. Its hull was covered with a layer of rubber coating 1 centimeter thick to reduce its detectability to radar and sonar. The deck planes were ready for action within 45 minutes of surfacing, and English ships of this type were called submarine cruisers. These ships are, to date, the largest conventionally powered submarines ever built. We do have some contracts, actually not worth that much, but then it's not that much of a buy-in, so I think this is a small one sort of building up to the bigger ones. And then it's mostly equipment and metal, but that's not really a surprise. I would have thought in submarines it's equipment. So let's get this. Yeah, that loaded much faster than the last couple, so shouldn't be too tedious. Cramped space. Submarines are full of tight, claustrophobic places. Great. Sorry, Mum. I'm sorry. You're not going to enjoy watching this. Many times you'll be forced to crouch and move around that way to squeeze small corridors around the submarine. It might help you to discover new entrances and ways to navigate. Watch out. Ed. Could be interesting. This could be interesting. I'm kind of excited. It's like, yeah, I got the feeling the submarines was gonna be about movement because it's submarines. It's not gonna be the same as the bigger ships, but you know, this is gonna be interesting. Let's stop here. Back up a bit, I think. Okay, let's start by just taking this in, shall we? I'd like to get up on my truck and take a look. It's pretty damn long. It's just not got all the up that the other ones have had. Interesting. See, we're in the back. Let's go. Alright, I'm not seeing a way in yet. Stairs at the back. This is very interesting. Oh. We have an entrance point. How do you... Is it jump and crouch? How does that... Ooh, okay. Is this going to be one of these ones that I just kind of have to pull it apart? And then... Ooh. Yeah. Oh, okay. Drop that for the moment. I just want to have a look around. This is very different. Very, very different. I like it though. I see it. There's a doorway there, right? Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get things back to my truck, am I? So this is going to be a collect it and drop it until we can open up the roof, I think. That would be my assumption. I like it though, I like it. Let's go down, because I saw... Come on, let me down. Saw another way up further along. There. Yep, there it is. Come on, let me up. I presume this is just trying to get you to start thinking about how to move around the ship. Gosh, I love this. This is... Ooh, we're backing up. Okay. So we've got our way in. We've turned off some electricity. Don't know... That'll be annoying fast. Right, let me see if I can find my way out again. Wait. We've got some stuff on top. Let's start there. That's always a wise idea. I don't think I can do this the same way I would do the other ships, but we can give it a go. Nothing wrong with getting a bit of laldy. Green element. What's this? Disconnect. Oh, there's a delicate balancing game. 20 points, yeah. 20 point bomb. Kinda like this, it's really different. I think this is going to take me a while, not because of its size, but because of the complexity of how it's put together, I suspect. That's part of that. Okay, so let's go up and see what's... Oh. Sometimes I get it and sometimes I don't. No, it's definitely the right tool. I just can't seem to work. Seems to be slightly off of it, which is weird. What is this, and how does it... Ooh. Interesting. Very interesting. Right, I'm assuming we have to get inside to disconnect. That is going to be sort of my thought process, is that you're not just going to be able to do this. This is going to need to be disconnected from inside, I suspect. Ah! That piece off though. Oh. Interesting. Hey! Congratulations, you found a small plane. Both the North and South built Marines in the American Civil War. The South built small submarines called Davids. They were steam-powered and could fire torpedoes and disable the North ships. The Hunley was the first submarine to actually sink a target off the Charleston coast. Interesting. Yeah, I like this. This is very different, but it's kind of neat. Very much about how you move around, isn't it? Not seeing disconnect points though. I did when I did the first bit, but I'm not seeing disconnect points. Army doesn't. I don't know if I need to spend all the time disconnecting all of this, or if I can just. I don't know if I can be arsed spending all that time. Covering an entrance. That's okay, right. Yeah, see, we know what I'm like with my inability to knock things down and actually pick them up. I'm terrible for it, so. Oh, look! Interesting. Eat that. This is going to get really annoying really fast. Disconnected. I'm being honest. I don't think I know what I disconnected. That, maybe? Oh. Just checking, because this is very, very different. So, but I think I need to somehow go in and. Oh, did I disconnect that? Is that what I disconnected? Oh no, but it's coming off now. I'm not sure that's yeah, no, I'm just working this shit out as I go along. This is good fun. Very interesting. take a look. I'm gonna need to move my truck. I can't believe I got that in. Oh, okay, interesting. So I think we can, I don't think this is going to be a top-down one, guys, like I normally do. I think this is going to be a sideways one. That looks like that's a crate. I don't want to have to sit and knock all these pipes down. They're going to drive me crazy. Let's bring my truck to the front. Because I can't think of anything else to do other than going that way. I mean, I probably could do it in a more efficient way, but this feels logical, and we know how I feel about being logical. As always, we need to do this layer at a time, so we need to find the first initial cut point, release, which I don't see any. Oh, I do now. And I'm going to assume we need to release these pieces. My goodness. Ducking and diving and... enjoying this. This is different. This is really different. This is... Yeah, I've said that to you before, that like, once you get to this stage, like, things get really repetitive, it kind of gets a touch boring. So the fact that this is so difficult as much, or different as much as it is frustrating, is interesting. Yeah, see that? Pipes. Uh-oh. Oh, or not. Okay, so good to know I can just pop the floor to pop pipes. That's going to be simpler. Otherwise, that's going to insane. Oh. Okay, so let's pop. Don't know how this works with the top pieces. I don't... I'm gonna find out. This is where I find out all the top pieces needed to come off first, and I'm gonna break them. Well, that was expected. Well, I'm okay with that. That seems to be fairly sensible. Okay. Nothing so far is making me go, oh. That's that piece of wood. Same on the other side. This might take me a bit to work this one out. Hopefully once I get the concept of how the submarines work, I'll be quicker with the next load, which I think tends to be what happens. Once you get your head around how the floor panels work, how things are together for each type, you tend to get a bit better at the next one of its time that you do, I think. I like how they've pulled ships from history from all around the world. It's not just been, you know, all British ones, all American ones. I mean, this one's a Japanese one. I like that they've done that it's not all just been one place, one country. They're kind of not, like, pandering to one nationality. I think that's a nice idea. I think that's very inclusive, and I like that. Let's get this up. Nice things that go boom. Are we sure we want to stick these in the warehouse? You know, because that's just a disaster waiting to happen. Like, well, okay. Double shower, because everyone wants to shower with their buddies. Weird kind of... Yeah, like, you could... Weird. I think maybe it's trying to get you to think outside the box for movement purposes. I think that is its aim. So let's bring it back to here, because this seems to be a change point. That should be that brought down. Let's clean it up. Oh, stop. Oh. I keep missing them today. I'm not being very effective, am I? I'm too busy going, what is this? Right, okay. Wait. nothing moved. So I'm assuming I got another cut point on a side I need. Okay. That would make sense. Take this off. So we need to find a cut point. Well, it would have been there though. Yeah, look. Interesting. So, is there something I'm not seeing? Let's go up. Oh, okay. Peace. Oh, look, that piece goes all the way along. Right, okay. Yeah, so it does go. We need to find it. It goes all the way along this. Let's check that. Ah, this might be it here. Move, interestingly. Because the floor's still on above. Yes, holding it. Okay. Yes, okay. We need to go up here. How do we get... Where's the up? There's the up. Okay. I like this. I like how this is done. It's a little bit, yeah, I could see how it would get frustrating, but at the same time, it's really neat. I really like it. I do. Definitely interesting, without a shadow of doubt. Really makes you think about how you're moving around, what you're doing. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. Very different. It's nice that they didn't just pump out... Excuse me. It's nice that they didn't just pump out the same crap over and over. You know, they didn't just be like, oh, here's another cruiser ship, here's another this ship, here's... The fact that they actually have done the DLCs to be... you know, the warships was one thing, then the steel giants were quite different, and now you've got this. I like that. Other people might not. I know some people will be like, oh, but I just liked it the way it was, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. I like a bit of variance in what I do. Don't get me wrong, from my day-to-day job, the more rhythmic it is and the more normal it is, the more that works better for me. But when I'm relaxing, I like to think. I like to be made to think, and yeah, I'm probably the opposite that way from a lot of people who are like, no, I want to shut down. I don't want to have to turn my brain. I find that to get through a work day, I like pattern and rhythm, but to get through be entertained, I like to think, like to make choices, like to, you know, these things are all kind of there, and yeah. Because it's the dopamine rush, isn't it? It's the adrenaline, you make a choice, it has an impact. But in a game that has, let's be honest, you get the enjoyment of it, but there's no real, I mean, what's the worst thing that happens? Your character dies. And yeah, in hardcore mode and things, yeah, that's a pain, and people might take things a little too seriously. But I think in general, whereas in your real life, you're less likely to want to have to take risks and make choices, because if you do it wrong, yeah, that can destroy your life. So I think, yeah, I think that's why I prefer it in my enjoyment rather than my real life. That's maybe it. I'm just gonna have to throw these because I don't have access to my truck. I'm finding it very easy to get stuck. I don't know if others found the same. Let's see if we can use this now. Right. That side. They have that side though. Oh, that side, that's why. There we go. Interesting, that's got a cut point there. Right, can we get these side pieces off? I'm just trying to do this as methodically as I can think to do it. I don't know whether it is, but I'm just trying to kind of think through this sort of systematically. Yeah, always the same with new types, isn't it? You just kind of have to wing it a tiny touch and hope you get it right.
हेलो क्या हाल है
I think I need to detach this section. I've not had it say congratulations dumbass you've broken this yet, so that's we're doing well I think, but you know I'm sure that'll come at some point. It's kind of... It's not as easy to just go, I'm just going to drop this layer. I think I have to do this a bit more methodically because it's very hard to tell in such an enclosed space what's actually in the space. So... Yeah, because we don't really kind of want to trigger the warheads. I'm pretty sure that's not a good idea, she says, as she stands on them. Because I'm sure that's totally safe. Kamikaze over them, shall we? Right. I was gonna say I saw a couple. Right? Get the feel from it from this first section and then can think about being a little bit more screw it, let's go with the next section. slip and flip the thing that would potentially go boom. Those are not the fireworks we wish to see today. It's not New Year's yet, and Guy Fawkes has already passed, so we're good. Ooh. Right, and then we can... I think it's the floor keeping these side pieces in. Acid, aluminium, copper. Nice, okay. It's fun. I'm liking it. Well, that's going. Let's do some clearing, shall we? As well. I think I was gonna say this is where I came up the first time, right? So let's release to here, I think. Interesting. This bit at the front doesn't... Does this just crate? Ah, crane, not crate. I say crate, but crane. We knew. Yeah, you knew what I meant. Right. And then this piece, yeah, it runs along. But I think that is a piece in itself that comes out, like one of the beam pieces. Does this come out of its own? It does, but how? Maybe need to release the pieces next to it. Go up and check that. Ah, I've not detached these, okay. Where's that going? Not even close. Right. Can't go forward with... Hey! That was not my intention! Thank you. I might need to release... yes, all the connectors. Okay, that's fine. Moldy walls. Lovely. Disconnected. Okay, so maybe the walls are causing problems? interesting is other than that one piece of electricity, we haven't actually seen anything that's hazard yet, which is making me not sure. It could be that they haven't put a lot in this one to just get you used to maneuvering, maybe? Who knows? Who knows?
Hello,
yeah, okay, it's, yeah, connectings, yeah, okay. Come on. Alright. Might need to disconnect these pieces at the front. Oh no, look! That one's not disconnecting, so... stopping that. Oops. Well, that's interesting, because it didn't stop it on this side, but it's stopping it on this side. Okay. Interesting. Take it all. Wait. Go on. Mental note, go back to each cut point and doing the floor, not the cut points on the side. That might be easier. Or faster, depending on your viewpoint. Him up, and then that should go now. Yeah, there you go. Okay, well, these pieces aren't going to go because these are back to that line there, which will be the next piece to go back to, I think. The next cut point was what, here? Yeah, so I think we need to go back to this point. Let me go up and do that from above. Oh, regret. I'm liking this. I like this. Not as much as I loved the last one. The last one was, without a shadow of doubt, my favourite so far. And I think purely from the nostalgia for XCOM. Nothing more other than that. It's not that it was better in any way. It was the nostalgia it gave me. I think definitely that, and the fact that I liked the double floor pieces so that I didn't have to constantly do 2 layers of flooring, which kind of bugged me a little bit. You know, how you do. Much smaller ship, was loaded so much faster, and there's so much less lag when it saves. When it does its auto-save. I can't risk turning the auto-save off in case it crashes, although I know that's potentially what might cause it to crash is the saving, but, you know, that's... Hey, there's stuff under there that needs to come out. Because I hadn't dropped the floor above, I thought I had. Whoa, ooh, wait. Maybe I've partially done it and that's why I'm confused. I've partially done it, that's what's confusing me. End up here. Or I would if I don't get stuck. Oh, I like this one. This is 100% testing my patience. What's holding it in? I think this floor here. Oh wait, hang on. No. This to come out. Yes, we do.
आपके पास कोई जहाज है?
Stalking. Oh, and try that again.
कोई बात नहीं.
Is it that? Is it the top bit? Okay. Interesting. So we need to release this. Okay. That's the next piece. So let's back. Find the up. down here somewhere. There it is. Pieces maybe in. Doubt it, but you never know. Not moving. Something's stopping it moving. Could be. Maybe these. Go along, make sure I've cut everything. I don't think there is cut points up here. I think the cut points are further down, right? Right, so is it that? No, yeah, it shouldn't be this. It shouldn't be the lower pieces because that's more bits. So I'm wondering if it's maybe the side piece, and I don't. Let's clear them and find out. Ah, no, look. It's pieces up here. Wondering if there's more pieces like that. Yeah, look, like that. Just move. Ah, that just moved. Okay, okay, okay. This is so complex. I love it. Right. I think I've done the tunnel, haven't I? Yeah. Alright, let's go. Oh, that was lovely. Some of this didn't go, but I think that's maybe because it hasn't been disconnected. Hey, that was pretty watching those pop. Okay, this hasn't gone, and I don't know why this has. So I'm assuming there's something underneath that hasn't allowed. I don't think I've done that side. That's maybe why. Bog. Poopies, but that would be appropriate. That's the bog. Okay, yes. I see you. I see you. I see you. Down here. Okay, and then. Here, somewhere. Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. Let's get them out, shall we? Woohoo! Bad boy's coming apart nicely. Let's see. This one. And this one. Yeah.
कोई बात नहीं.
What the? Blah. Sorry guys, sometimes the Scottish comes out and I just can't help it. Yeah. And I have to instantly suppress the need to shout 6 swear words. Anyone who knows Scots know that we're not intentionally vulgar. We just pepper our language nicely with the
क्या हाल है?
swear words. It's just part of our language, to be honest. Got all the boxes. That's insane. Right, that has gone, right? So does that mean... Yes, it does.
क्या आपके पास कोई
Nice.
जहाज है?
Love it. Love it. Love it. Wondering if I can get the rest of the top released. Looks like this is another piece back to here, though, so it might be worth just taking all of this off back to here. I think I'm going to have to jiggle my way through for the rest of it. Shit. That sometimes bugs it. Please don't crash, please don't crash, please don't crash. It does sometimes bug when you throw a box over the crane element. I've discovered that one the hard way. That wasn't my intention. That was my intention. Problem is, I constantly throw stuff when I mean to break it down. I'm terrible for it. Like, I right click thinking it's going to do it and then it doesn't. It just throws stuff instead and I'm like, in with anger, out with love, in with anger, out with love. Because it just ticks me off. Right, we should be able to finish separating this bit now. I paused because I realised there was a crane element that I needed to get out. So if we take it back to here. I'm presuming that's meant to be where something hit it and burst a hole in the side. Is my logical assumption, since it's technically a submarine / war vessel. Was it a war vessel? I think it did say it was a war vessel, right? I mean, it's not part of the Warships DLC, but I mean, you do get exploratory submarines, not just tactical ones, right? Oh, don't really pay that much attention to all that stuff. There we go. Well, it doesn't have to have been a war one to have had a hole blown in the side, I suppose. It could still have been an exploratory one that went into somewhere it shouldn't and got a hole taken out of it. That's also possible. But then it did say something about the World Wars, so... Right, so... Can I now... I can indeed. That's not bad for an hour. That's not... We're doing well for an hour so far. This is... I feel like I've made a lot of progress for an hour. I'm not going to bother with the cables and stuff because I can do that. They'll come down with the... It's a bit like the pipes. I'm not going to spend ages trying to... So there's something here that needs to come out. So let's do this sensibly layer by layer, shall we? That works too. So the stuff here that needs to come out. So let's bring down this roof, right? Check each room as we go. From above. I always worry when I hear the boom noise because I'm like, oh, what's gonna explode on me? My brain instantly goes to pipes and I'm like, oh, I'm so screwed. I think it's anything that was just pinned to the walls falling off. Let's start at the back and move forward. That way I can stand on the pieces that I was previously breaking off. Right, so we don't have any... Oh no, we do, look. That can't come out until this piece comes out, so that's fine. They're not going anywhere. What a mess. Not at all. It wasn't me. It was totally the guys that were in the submarine before me. Nothing to do with me. I didn't do it. We saw nothing. Why do we need... I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask. One of them will be back up, right? Or one controls one set of rudders, one controls another set of rudders, maybe? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Next section. Don't see anything out. One went to France. Oh, hello. That was interesting. Not seeing anything here that needs to come out. Go back up again. And whether I can get my truck in a better position. I can throw things to it. As you can see with the boxes, they're just starting to gather up now because I can't quite get to the... I've taken off the sides here, so I should be able, if I go here, right? Yeah, like that. There we go. Allow me to... I still didn't throw it at the damn truck. For goodness sake. What's wrong with me today? Part of me is like, just close it down, Becky. Close it down and go do something, because apparently my brain is no working today. Honestly, don't know, guys. I'm just being, for a good Scottish term, a total fanny. I've made such a mess with this. But it's because I couldn't really throw anything to my truck, so... Yeah. Alright. No, we don't want charges. Jeez.
क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है?
Oh, I caught that mid-throw. That was beautiful. Mid-bounce. That was nice. No idea where that one went. That one took a trip to Spain or somewhere. I suspect I've now got everything out of here that this layer that had to go in, so I think I can drop this layer. After I do a little bit of cleanup because it's messy as hell in here. That's back to where that was, yep. Okay, so we've cleared up what's on... Yeah, so we know what's on this level. So what I can do is go along and release this layer so we can get to anything underneath that needs to be cleared out, okay? So let's do that. Let's release the sides here. Right, so I found a crane element when going back that's here, but we knew that was here, and I can't do that until I got in the top off, so... not too worried, so we're going to stop there and not release that back piece. What the... Can I get the top piece off first? That might be a better idea. I think I need to go through, but I'm wondering if it's worth... Yeah, let's see if we can find our way up and get that top piece off, right? Ooh. So there's definitely, cut point up here somewhere. Oh, I could swear there was like cut pieces last time. Like having a moment. Up there? I'm really tired. That way, I think. Ooh, lots of crane pieces. It's not going to move until I disconnect the pieces, but that's... I think it's below. Not entirely sure. It's gonna get interesting either way. Hopefully this does what we need. Ah, one piece moved, which is kind of what we needed. I don't need them all to move, I just need this one piece to move. Which is from here, right? So can we don't need to go and do everything on the other side, we just need to do it from here, right? That means we can separate the two sides and... oh, that's not quite mine. I think I cut the piece over here, but we're gonna find out when I do this. Oh, stuck again. Let's go. Yeah, there we go. That's what we needed. That is what we needed. Spider-Man it off the roof. Truck might be in there. No, maybe not. But I can't pretend to bring it forward, because that's, yeah. Halfway down that bit. Yeah, that'd be nice. So I should now get these pieces out. One less stress. There has been a lot of crane elements in this, but that's not necessarily a bad thing though. I think that was the only crane element left on this level. I think all the other crane elements on this level are gone. Doors are really fidgety. That one already. Okay. So what I was doing but stopped because I was worried about breaking the crane elements was taking down these sides so that we could drop it all back. Oh. I don't miss some of them there. Shouldn't drop because there should be walls underneath holding it up. But what it means I can do is go down and start assessing them. Well. There somewhere, right? Don't think they're steam pipes. They're just the normal pipes, right? Upstairs. So what have we got that got to come out? Okay, try that again. What have we got that needs to come out? Because it's a crane element. Got a piece here for a start, right? Uh-oh. Oh no, it was electrical piping. Oh, I panicked there. With that, as I can now reach the truck as well. Oh. Because that's what you do. You pick up barrels, entire full barrels of oil, and toss them in tiny little boxes, Mary Poppins style, via the Hulk strength that you possess. It's cracking. Love it. Right, and that go. It's not unlocked. I might need to remove this wall. Oh.
क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है?
This wall. What else is on this level that needs to come out? Other than, you know, all of it. But you know what I mean. I mean from a crane perspective. I'm just picking up what I can remove as I go with a grab. It's one less thing to clear up later, but really? But so let's take this door down. So nothing in there. So we've accounted for back to here. So what's in? It's gonna be this side then. Nothing in. So what's in the middle there then? No. Oh, it's not nothing. Sneaky, sneaky game. Hiding a crane element in the middle. Love it. You devious minx. Another one there, I can see it. that is why you account for all the space. Oh, that piece is not down yet. Okay, that's fine, I see it.
क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है?
Okay, and then I think that's back to where we had been. I think we're fine. It's the storage room. Yes, it is. Oh. I love it when the game gets sneaky. Alright, so we can drop this floor. Oh, there was a cut I hadn't done. Tempted to bring it back to here and get rid of all of this. Clear up a bit more, but I might drop it all in one go. Let's see. It's drop to the next layer now. So. Okay, fingers crossed I didn't fluff this. No notification for heavy destruction, so I think we got it. Right, what I might do is that. I know it's not ideal because it's gonna just drop everything, but it also means I can get down, it's gonna remove it and I can throw things easily to that. See it. That's what that's the thing that I don't like happening, but it does mean I can throw things to the truck easily. Whoa, yeah, no, that wasn't quite my intention. Maybe let's not do that. Maybe let's not do that. It was good for a try though. Because look, it's sent stuff into the ether. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. But it's worth a try to see what would happen. Cleared off these pieces, the majority of these pieces, so let's get these picked up while I am finishing to clear up over here. Okay, I think I've got most of it. I even nipped out and got all the stuff that had been scattered to the four corners of the universe from my lovely moment, shall we call it. I'm just doing a quick check. I don't see anything else that I need to pick up. I think I've got the majority of it. I'm quite happy so far with what I can see, so it's just a case of going on. We're kind of getting there now, to be fair. It's taken me 2 hours, but I'm getting there. I think we need to detach this bit. We're kind of moving in the right direction, I think. I see you, princess. I'm wondering if I can detach this. Like, where do I need to go to detach the rest of these top pieces? Because, yeah. Thinking somewhere here. There. Get that piece moved. And that piece moved. Perfect. That's a good start. That's good. That's good. That's shiny. That's what we wanted. And get it on that piece. Must have to get this one. There we go. Oh, moving.
Hello, क्या हाल है?
Whole thing. Oh. Here we go. Let's run along here and release. I know I haven't cut all the sides for the bottom one though, so at the sides I'll need to do that. But I could... Nothing here. This down. So that we can get that out. Don't think I can get that out until I've released that green piece. But that's fine. So what we need to do is attach. There you go. All right. Oh, this one can do both. Nice. Lump. Lumps.
कोई बात नहीं.
Alrighty. I've made such a mess in this one. But it's because I'm working it out and I'm trying to work out how I take this apart and how there's been a lot more kind of how does this work and what's here and there's been a lot more of that this time. Probably should move the truck up. Right, there's a whole load of crane elements that need to come out, so I think I need to take the roof off here. Should be able to... Should allow us to get the majority of crane elements out now.
हम संपर्क में रहेंगे.
Oh, we have electricity. something under. Oh. Where that box? I'm not sure that box went anywhere. Right, let's see if we can do a bit of cleanup and then release some of these. I'm aware that every time I sort of step in this general direction, yeah, that happens. So there's definitely something around.
ये आपके पास कोई जहाज है? हेलो, क्या हाल है?
There's so many crane elements. Let's...
कोई बात नहीं। मैं जल्दी बाहर आऊँगा।
Nope. Nope. Things are just doing their own thing today, apparently.
हम संपर्क में रहेंगे।
Give this a few minutes to clear some of this. Moment. Gather my thoughts since I keep throwing things in weird and wonderful directions. Over here. Do a bit of clearing over here while I'm waiting for them to clear. This one actually. I mean, the other one, the last one was still my favorite. But this one has been really, really different. A little frustrating in places, but that isn't a bad thing. Just because it's changed up, and I think you get into the habit of just rinse, repeat, and then you're like, oh, I actually have to think again. And actually, that is a good thing. Like, there's different types of frustration. There's frustration of, I cannot, this game is going to do my nut in. I slam your, rage quit, slam your fist down. And then there's frustration as in, why can't I get it to do this? Why is it doing this? Why is it it's not bug breaking frustration. It's not game breaking. Like when the physics stop working, that's the frustration that can make you go, screw it, I'm not playing this anymore. Whereas I'm talking about the frustration of, I've obviously miscalculated, or this is different and I have to think about it. It's the good frustration. It's the thinking frustration. It's the challenging. It's the challenge. That's the one that's the good one. Or at least for me, it's a good one. Other people may not feel the same way for themselves, but for me, that's a good thing. I was gonna say there's some more still to come out, but I couldn't get them out until the other pieces had gone, so...
कोई बात नहीं। हेलो, क्या हाल है?
Definitely something that needs to come out over here, but I need to try and work out where the hell it is first. Take that wall down first. Here somewhere. I think it's one of those squares there. Can I get the crane element out first? Might not be able to because of that. Yes, I can. Okay.
क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है?
I think it might be it's one of those squares there, but I'm not sure which square. Electricity. Of course there's electricity. Just do it. Yep, so I need to get under and find that electricity. Okay. Let me clear some of this so I've got a better sort of vision of what I'm doing here. I normally wouldn't. I would normally just drop it all down, but I want to see what I'm doing here, so I think a little bit of vision is not a bad thing right now. Yeah, I think it's that square there. That one right there. I'm not 100% certain on that, but I think it is. It means turning the electricity off. Yeah. I need to get down and have a look, I think. Electricity there. Work out our back and pass electricity. Where is the electricity? That's gonna be the... Right, it's gonna be in there somewhere. Okay. It's over here somewhere. Wondering if it's gonna be in there. Close enough to hit that without no one beyond, so I don't shock myself. Thank you. There it is. Okay, I see you. Alright, let me... Ooh, what's that? It's in here somewhere. Where do we... Coming from the side? Maybe. Maybe I have to take this out and then come in through that side behind it. Is that... I think that's it. I think that's what I need to do. Okay, so let's...
مجالتي بهان أونغا.
Oh, for goodness sake. It's in there, right? Yeah. So we need to come in from this side, I think. I like that. You had to move the crane element to be able to get in to get the electricity. That's nice. I like that. There we go. Or you could have come in from below, but yes. That's electricity off, so we should be able to get this. I think it's this. That square there. I can't seem to... Yeah, it is. Okay. The other one on the other side, but it's getting to the other side to hit it. Yep. And close enough to get the crane. Oh. Yep, and now the guys in the warehouse can have kids with 20 toes. It's fine. It's totally fine. Trying to release this so that I can get this out. One of the last major obstacles we've got at this point. And I need to release the floor. That can't come. This could be that. It was.
Amsam Park mere hinge.
Well, there's a crap ton more crane elements back here. I like this one. It's been a bit like a maze, a bit like a labyrinth, and I've kind of actually enjoyed that about it. I maybe that's annoyed other people, but I've actually really liked it. I did say I really wanted to do the subs. I thought the subs were going to be interesting because they wouldn't have been done the same way all the other vessels were being done, and I kind of like logically figured that out based on the concept of, you know, submarines. So I kind of figured that, which is why I did want, I'd said from the beginning, you'll remember if you watched my original series, that I couldn't wait to do the submarines, and that's why. I knew they'd be more interesting than some of the other stuff. I'm dreading the cruise ships, not from entertainment perspective. I think they'll be highly entertaining. I think, well, for myself, I think from can my computer handle it perspective, that's the bit that's going to be interesting for me.
हेलो क्या हाल है
So there's more crane elements here. So what I might go up is go up and drop this floor. Or just do that. That works too. That was not my intention. Myself trapped in a spot. Not sure I managed that. See what we can get out, shall we?
क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है
I do need to take the rest of the top down. I was just trying to see how far I could go. I needed to. Back end might be flipped by that. We'll see. Ignore it. Ah, nice.
हम संपर्क में रहेंगे
What I'm thinking of doing is there was a cut point here, so I'm thinking of dropping all of this back to here. It's up. Be the middle floor in general, could just be to do with where the beams, because the beams go all the way across. Yeah, look, the beams go all the way across. I think it's just the middle portion in general that's holding it up. So if we just release that. handy that somebody snuck along and cut the cables at the appropriate place for us well before we started. That was a handy thing. Thanks very much, whoever did that. Well, let's get these pieces out. And then we just need to take down what's up here so that we can drop the roof. Right, so I don't see anything up here that's going to cause me issues. So let's... that down. And we can clean up and then take the rest of these. This has been a really fun one. I really liked it. I mean, it's taken me, by the time I've done this, it's probably going to have been 2 hours, 2:45. That's a much quicker one than the last couple that I've been doing for a start, which is nice to be back to a quicker vessel, really. That's a nice change. I mean, that last one was 8 hours or something like that. So it's a nice change for it to be so quick. But at the same time, it's been very, very different. So although it's been quick, it hasn't felt as quick as that for me. Because I've been trying to work it out, and it's been a lot more of a thought process. And so it hasn't felt as quick as it's been, which is nice. That to me is when it's well entertaining, because it doesn't need to be ridiculously long rinse and repeat, where you do kind of be like, It shows you that it can still be shorter and entertaining for the player simply by adding in more difficulty, more concept.
مجالتي بها ناونغا.
Right, Green has picked everything up, so we can do get this last thing completed. Go. Not even going to be 2:45. It's going to be about 2.5. By the time you include, by the time you take out the times I pause to go to the bathroom and things like that, it's probably closer to 2.5. Okay. Let me just do a quick check at the back end. I think we're good. Alright, I think that's us. I'm going to do a quick sweep round since I did send a lot of stuff to the universe. I'm just going to do a quick swivel round and make sure that there's nothing sort of gone in any... It shouldn't be. I kind of did a run round, but I'm not seeing anything, so I think... Alright, so I'm going to go hand in the contracts, and then we can hand in. I'm pretty pleased with that. Victoria Queen. I thought that said Queen Victoria. I was like, wait, what? Alright. successful run. All contracts handed in. Let's go. The last one was like 4,000 odd. Yeah, it's much smaller than the previous one. But that's not bad. We've done pretty well. I'm not gonna... I think the only thing I need to upgrade now is the crane. And I'm not... Yeah, I'm not in any rush to do that. That's 15k and I'd have to sell a load of stuff. And yeah, so I'm not rushing that one. The next one is the Kursk at 1950. So I've got plenty of money for that, not worried about that. But the thing is, I need to make sure that when I finish, I've got the 10k to go on to that one. That's the bit that's I need to be careful of. So I'm kind of maybe gonna see, once I finish this, see where I am in terms of spending, because I don't want to be in a dangerous situation. So that is another one down, guys. Hopefully you are enjoying this, and if you are, don't forget to give us a like. And as always, your thoughts on the series and any tips or tricks are always welcome if it makes it easier for me. I will use some of them, other ones I won't, just depending on probably habit more than anything else. But I'm going to leave this one here. If you are new and you're enjoying the series, don't forget to subscribe, and maybe if you're interested, go back and watch the series from the beginning, see what you think, and we'll see you in the next one. Enjoy all.